YouTube, hello, welcome. You may notice that I am currently a cartoon, but this is just a test. We'll see how this runs. If people enjoy it, we'll keep it, and if they don't, that's fine. We'll go back to the camera. I just wanted to give this a shot. I figured as well it'd be nice to have this for Discord Reactive when I'm playing with other streamers and whatnot. They can have this image on their thing. So I figured it was worth the worth the minimal investment. So anyway, we're back. This is going to be patch 3.2 of Heavensward. Yeah, I don't really remember exactly what happens in this, so it'd be fun to kind of dive in and figure it out with all of you. So yeah, without any further ado, let's jump in. Alrighty, here we are. So let's get into it, shall we? Hi. All right. As it once was. Alfino, Lux, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flamen. Hoary Boulder. Oh boy. And Coultenet, I believe. Coultenay? Probably Coultenay. Really? Has something happened? No. It's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Laminsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's all easy to forget how useful link pearls are, aren't they? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind me, and you don't mind being spied on. We really need to get encrypted link pearls. That would be pretty good. I keep looking at the camera instinctively. Quite. But what wonderful news. To think that our reunion is so close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alfino. Ah, Thancred and Kryl. What brings the two of you here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may just have found the answer. Lux, while you were fleeing Uldar with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical. Hypothetical. Oh boy. But I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace. A lingering disturbance in the ether, or a ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we would require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Lux felled the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy, the thing that made me very upset. I keep wanting to try to say it, and I'm going to embarrass myself, so I'm moving on. 'Twas there, excuse me, whoa, what was that? 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened, to shield him from the magic I invoked. Oh, right, because he was La Brea at the time. Kryl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you? Alone? I have proven a knack for subterfuge, and I am confident that there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Lux come along, who will see to Flamen's grand homecoming? Y'shtola? When you put it like that, very well. I will trust your plan. I know not whether this data you will yield our means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Laminson docks? Sure. I mean, I'm the Azure Dragoon now since the Stydian's gone, but, you know, I mean, I guess I could just walk away. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Okay. Considering changing, oh, you know, I can just, whoop. Just hit the return. Oh, I forgot. I have like more programs I run now when I stream. not just the PNG, but streamer bot and things like that. So I'm gotta make sure that those things are running. Let's see what's the closest. Yeah, Hawker's Alley. Or Arcanist Guild, actually. Oh, there she is. Oh, Lux. How have you been? Come here. Let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. Our hearts are the strange... Oh, one hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I was, worried about you every day. Who are we? This guy? Okay. We would have said words sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter around a Hanish vessel. It pained us not to be there when you needed us most, but we made it we made the most of it, didn't we? You studied and trained from the dusk till dawn. We did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust. And with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Well, thankfully we pulled your daughter back out of the live stream, so you can't... Wait. Am I getting ahead of myself? Didn't we find her? Is she re-go missing and I just forgot? What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Unless she's talking about Minfilia? Forgive me. Oh, you know what? It is Minfilia. I silly me. I attached her to Y'shtola when she's Minfilia's adopted mother, not Y'shtola. That's my bad. I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we must not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions, and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Oh boy.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Nice.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
He's like 5 feet to the right.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you've favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
Ooh.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Below the belt. Literally.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
Dang.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Uldar. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed.
Patrol walks
I feared
up.
she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoire, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
Anything?
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
Yeah, you did.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Yeah.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
It's almost a shame that they have to execute this story with MMO technology, aka really, really bad visuals. There'd be so much more they could do, but that's just what they got to work with, so. I'm glad that they actually try to deliver an impactful story. Even if they're working from a whole bunch of very canned animations. Oh, alright. Let's see. Let me guess. Rising Stones? So yeah, there's a chance that I will be raiding on this character next month. I might just keep doing Takali though. My main, really. But I might raid on this, do a little melee action. Either raid as Dragoon or Samurai. I think those are the two melee jobs I was most interested in playing at level 70 because we're still on Omega. But yeah. I still don't know if I want to do the story for like Alexander and Omega, like run through them and actually like read the dialogue out and all that. I might, don't know. We'll see. You guys can let me know whether you guys would like to see that. If you would, if you're watching on YouTube, drop it in the comments. If you're here, let me know. Chat's right there. It's been so long since we've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing. Others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alfino. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalemo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. Oh, welcome them home? Went all Yorkshire on you for a second. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Queue, because she's British, innit? Oh, I'ma choose cookie. Give me that chocolate chip cookie. That's some good stuff. Actually, I'm literally gonna eat the cookie right now. Perfect. Alright, where are we going next? Oh, It'llshire. Or Isleshire, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I can't recall like anybody actually saying the name of this town, like in a cutscene. And once again, I find myself talking out the side of my microphone to look at the camera that you can't see me on. Oh dear. My apologies. I see I'm the last to arrive. So, what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remains of an unexpected disturbance in the ether at the scene of Ultima Weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn silenced me with the blessing of light. Oh, sorry, shielded me. That'd be really weird if she was like, shut up. No. Shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to this, the Silda Aqueducts. There, we detected the same waveform, but of order of magnitudes larger, as one would expect from a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now, recall your visions of the vast crystal floating in the sea of ether. Though this, too, is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communicating with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousnesses of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia to into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul upon the ethereal sea. In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars with a vantage point of the ethereal sea. Though I know not where the entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a century-old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Alright. Off to Master Matoya. I actually just recently discovered, like I'm like an archaeologist who just like dug this up recently and like nobody else knows about it. But no, I've never played the original Final Fantasy all the way through, so I only just recently learned that Matoya was a witch in the original Final Fantasy who was pivotal in the Warriors of Light succeeding in their quest. So there you have it. She's a legacy character, and I wasn't even aware of it. But one of these is actually Google Library Hard. We don't want to go to that. We want to go to the MSQ, so let's go over this way. Wow, the like Twitch monitor is like really behind. Let me like refresh this to make sure we're not like having something go horribly wrong. Nah, we're good. If something was wrong with Twitch, we would at least have the recording for YouTube, which is good enough. Though I'd like to share it with people who are both live and watching the VODs, so. Yeah, long time in between this recording and the previous, basically because, you know, we had Thanksgiving, and I got sick on the way home, and I've just been feeling pretty bad lately, but I'm pretty much better now. I'm feeling pretty good, relatively speaking. Thankfully, after dinner, most of the stuff with my like mouth had kind of mostly cleaned up, and I was like, yeah, I could stream, I could talk, for a couple of hours. So here we are. I'm very glad to be doing this. I want to get through as much of this as possible without going like super fast. Obviously, we're just gonna play this one patch and then put it to bed, but oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? I love it. Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported into the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? That tower was abandoned to keep its to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would ask us, you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given you your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted that title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed, save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Montoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Balesian girl. You're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you're to tend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no argument. Very well. Well, it appears the the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Lux. Alrighty. Here we are, new dungeon. Good old anti-tower. Alright, YouTube. I'm gonna pause you while we wait in queue. Chat, we hit the mini cacpot. And then we got into here. Oh shoot, I need to this one. Thanks. I didn't mean to buy a second one. I'm so sorry, team. There we go. Yeah, while we were queuing, I was like, oh, let me do the scratch off, and we got the 10K. Not that there's any evidence on screen, but hey, trust me, it happened. Hitting it big, dude. Oh, sorry, we actually watch these. I'm so used to not seeing these because I've done them all on my main character. What? It's pretty cool, dude. Waved everybody. Never mind. Whatever questions I was about to ask, they don't matter. I'm just glad that I have AoEs. I spent so long like without AoEs. It feels so. I was leveling up so many different jobs with Lux that I was just like constantly without any abilities whatsoever. And then just normally speaking with leveling roulette, you just a lot of times get like low level dungeons that you don't have any abilities in. But yeah, this is a pretty cool dungeon. I think this is like the vault was probably like the first dungeon that really hit for me, where I was like, this is cool. And then I feel like this is honestly like the next one where I was like, what a cool dungeon. Granted, this part's really annoying, but the like very slow approach where you can't wall to wall. You got to go through 3 of these, I think. Yeah, the next one is the big one. Oh, our tank's over there. Oops. I don't know. I ran forward when I saw the other person ran forward. I thought they were paying attention. They weren't. I'm gonna... Yeah, no, I'm gonna spend it. Because it would save my cooldown for the boss, but I'm just gonna burn it now. I think there's a second pack that comes in. Yeah, there it is. And see, we're nowhere nearby to get it either, because we're like too busy being over by the exit. I don't like this theory of like how to tank. It's like always pull to the end, and it's like just pull to where they are if that's the last pack. I guess that's my like, I don't know what you would call it, but like that's my like sort of theory of tanking is you pull to the spot where the last pack is, and you just fight it there. I'm always a little suboptimal with this because we'll do it this way. All right. Oh, he ran back in. I don't know, guy. There we go. We're good. I was afraid he was gonna get frogged. Like, it's gonna happen eventually. I can do this. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, and it's always me. It doesn't matter what job I play, it's always the Lux. Thankfully, they actually attacked the ads, so we could just... Oh, I did. Okay, I must have pressed the wrong button. All right, this always, I mean, obviously, I'm sure this is, like, well known as a, like, well, I don't know. I say it's a, like, an homage to Symphony of the Night, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe there's other things that I'm just not aware of that also has upside down, like, castles and stuff, but... Symphony of the Night was the first game I played with one, and it's really cool. Super neat. Love that game. Been forever since I played it. Maybe I'll do a stream of it sometime. I don't know. That was back when I could kind of see, so I don't know if it's, like, something that would not be something I'd enjoy now, because I just... can't really see what I'm doing. But maybe. Maybe we'll go back and stream it. I definitely have to play, like, the first, like... up to and including at least the first boss to, like, really know if I wanted to kind of play through it. Because if I start it, I want to actually, like, finish it, you know? So I have to do, like, a pre-stream to, like, research to see if it's actually doable for me. This is just such a cool dungeon. Like, the visuals are so interesting still. It's not the prettiest dungeon, but it is really interesting. There's lots of cool stuff going on. I'm trying to think of what the prettiest dungeon is, but, like, I don't know. There's a lot of pretty dungeons, to be perfectly honest. I think Endwalker has some really pretty dungeons. They had some very not pretty dungeons, but overall, I'd say it's a very pretty pretty expansion. Dawn Trail has some pretty dungeons as well. I don't know if I would consider many of Shadowbreaker's dungeons pretty. Although I do like Mount Gulg. Mount Gulg's really good. The visuals are very stunning. Oh, dude, what? Okay. Oh, dude, wait. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm used to the old mechanics. What is this? Oh, it's targeting me. Ow. I got a volt for that? Jerk. Oh, everyone's go. Okay, everyone's. Oh, wait, is it? Oh, is it just? Oh, the person who. Okay. I understand now. I'm so used to the old version of this fight. I do get it now, though. When you're targeted with the laser beam, you gotta run behind a rock. It's actually not that hard. I don't think the old version was that hard either. They could have just kept it, but it was a bit of a weird fight, so I guess it makes sense. This whole dungeon's kind of weird, though. Sometimes I just don't know what to say during these like trash pulls or whatever. Like, I'm just not sure what there is to say, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, I'm excited though because the raids that we have coming up in January it's gonna be so much fun to get back into it. I did Alexander a reclear party with people, and man, it just made me really like I was already missing raiding, but then like. You go back and do it again, and you're just like, oh, now I really miss it, you know? Like, oh. This game is just so fun to me. It's like absolutely just one of my favorite games, like, of all time. I would play it every day if I could, but it's that multiplayer part that I just have a problem with. You gotta actually put together groups to, like, go do stuff, and it's not always easy to find good people, you know? Because you gotta mesh, like, you gotta have the right attitude to work with each other, you know? Oh my gosh, okay, dude, seriously? Could you just, like, spawn them all at once, please? Did we, like, do something weird to the... I'm also irritated because our tank is not really, like, stacking them up. So it's making them take extra long. But, you know, if I'm going to criticize them, I suppose I should be the one who's just Q-tank, so... Maybe I should just shut my gob and just doom spike over and over again. Oh, I tried to... I'm a Fizz Rage main, so I tried to Peloton. Wait. Oh yeah, this is the third boss. It's over already. Bruh. They probably have already pulled, but we'll see. I gotta let this play out, even though it's super long for no reason. It's the creepy dolls. All right, they waited. All right, okay. All right, I'm just gonna... Yeah, these guys go down pretty quickly, and then it's what comes after that's the real boss. Okay. Oh, it points at them. It's not the other thing. All right. I kind of split the difference, and I'm glad I did. Oh, we have to do this for the front. I'm sure I look very confusing to them. Oh no, it's always me. Why? Why am I always targeted for mechanics? The Bard's shooting the boss. Shoot me! All right, there. Apologies for the silliness, but you know, you gotta react. That's streaming. I did that for the wrong side. I'm gonna pull blade. Can you not stand on me? I know it doesn't actually hurt me, but still, stop spitting the boss. Okay, we're good. Oh, they all looted and dipped, and now I have a bunch of crap I didn't ask for. You gotta respect the ear wiggle, man. Ba-da-da-da-da. Hey, look, it's these guys. They totally were here the whole time, and then just show up here at the end. I'm Iron Man.
Hear, feel, think.
You guys Charlie's built that castle upside down for no reason.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
This isn't Heidlin. Oh, right.
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
So you overwrote her personality. You stole her.
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea.
It's actually kind of messed up when you think about it.
There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
Cheese?
Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, but that's only part of the transmission. What's the rest of it? I'm a shooting star.
Before there was life, In the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one.
So kind of like a murky.
But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken.
This is all
Thus
lies, by the way.
was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound.
Oh,
In sundering
okay.
star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard.
Again, she is lying right now. That's not what
The
happened.
Ark longeth to be made whole.
That's
For
fair.
his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining.
So yeah, you have to wonder if this was like mostly lies, or if they just didn't know what they were doing with the story yet.
7 times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger.
I think we have to say that
7 times have I failed.
Hydaelyn lied here.
The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea.
So, all the power you spent flying us around space for no reason, that was just kind of like oopsie.
Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Oh, that's awkward. Hey, Flamen, your daughter, I saw her, but, she exploded into 1,000 panes of tiny glass. So, there's that.
You've had another vision, haven't you?
No, indigestion.
Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
All right. I did catch the she told us right there she imprisoned him in the moon. I don't know why I never thought of it. I just forgot that bit,
Still in one piece, are we?
unfortunately.
Well, did you learn anything?
Not really.
The word of the mother. I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle? As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Menphilia. And If Heidelin has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
Much like Y'shtola's pants. Good thing she has those boots.
But that cannot be. Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
Oh, well, if you
She
know.
threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Yes.
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
Yeah.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
Man. Sorry you gotta grow up, little dude. What now? Let's carry on. Yep. Alright. Little frog friend. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Back to Ishgard. Yeah, it's always awkward when you're talking to an old friend for the first time in a while and they explode into 1,000 pieces. I think the way they explain it is like, I think they say like Minfilia like didn't really know what was going on.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Yeah.
Good. You of all people should be present.
For what?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
Okay.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there.
Oh, what's that?
Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings. In which event, your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
Yeah, makes sense, you
I
know.
understand I have no wish to invite the Worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Oh.
Tis nothing. Tis nothing.
Little knife indigestion.
Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the Zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
I was gonna make a StarCraft joke and talk about Dragoons, and then I realized we're in Ishgard. So... Reavers?
I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations, even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience.
Sure, man.
It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Right, right.
Oh, and one more thing.
I haven't moved.
A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Okay. Not sure what that response is meant to be, but okay, sure. Gotta get beers. Does Lux drink? I don't know. I don't drink, but that's me. I'm not a fantasy cat guy who can jump 15,000 feet in the air. Falcon's Nest it is. Let us be away. Get all the chocobo, and I realize apparently we're on Midgar Solmir. The Lord Commander said you would come, Lux. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. I feel like Lucia is a schedule sort of person. Sir Emmerich wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he'll be pleased with the result. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine. And to see it draw closer to his resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me. I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you. Ba-da-da. I am contractually obligated to do that at least once per stream. Until we're done with Heavensward, and then we start getting the very unfortunate Stormblood quest completed theme, and I don't know what we'll do. My first time through off stream, I made sure to turn the background music off every time I turned in a quest, because I was very irritated by it, so we'll see. I'll probably let it go, just because I think it'd be weird on the recording to constantly be turning off the background music to turn in quests, so we'll just put up with it. More than likely. Speaking of putting up with, if you're not a VTuber kind of watcher or PNG tuber kind of watcher, I get it. I'm not normally one myself, but I appreciate you putting up with me right now during this experiment. Let me know what you think, by the way. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here I am. Or here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am, laboring to make it so. Lord Otawal, I'm trying to remember how they said it before. Artoirel, that's what it is. Lord Artoirel. Ooh. Lord Artoirel. Yeah, I hit it once really nice, and now I can't do it again. Lord Artoirel, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority are willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dervanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me. They would defy Sir Emmerich's commands. If they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that. But to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Forton present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Amanalaine while I am away? As you know, he has ever been impulsive, chagrinable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return. Exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Alright, Manny. Where are ya? Gotta babysit ya. I, killed Gaius, you know. And here we are. Alright, Amanda Lane. Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright. Stand watch for wolves. Okay. Go do this guy's job real quick. I feel nice and bassy today, guys. Really speaking from the chest. Wham! So those are what wolves look like in this world, huh? They don't look particularly wolfy to me. Not gonna lie. Battle Litany. All right. Thankfully, these things do, like, end rather quickly. Because, yeah, MMO combat, probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but that's the problem when you put an actual good story in the middle of an MMO. You kind of end up forcing people to, like, have the good content with the bad, you know? Give me some more of them cutscenes, will you? There we go. All right, Manny. Thancred's missing. What happened to old Thancred? Try to hit an Elsa or something? Stuffed into a snowbank? Or we're gonna have to go out there, we're gonna cut our chocobo open and stuff him inside because he's dying of frostbite. A la Star Wars. What's my chocobo called again? Does it say here? It doesn't, does it? Yeah, I don't have his... Okay, his name's not in here, is it? Okay. I was like, maybe his name's there. We just... Oh, pfft, flying straight past the quest location. Hey, Ingrid. Sorry for close talking you. Oh, come on. I'm teleporting back. I'm teleporting back. So this is gonna be like I took my eyes off of Mandalay for like 2 seconds, and then he's gonna be like horribly like stuck up a tree or something. Nah, he's right here. Okay. Thank you for not running off and getting yourself murdered. Gimme. There we go. For those we have lost. I think I remember this bit. It's a pretty cool sequence, if it's what I remember.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Sure thing. Huh. A barmaid who has a voiced character. That doesn't seem suspicious.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house.
Oh,
Let's get
thank
some
you.
Color back in them cheeks.
Appreciated, ma'am. I shall drink this straight away. To the bottom. This incredibly large mug.
Free food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
That's fair.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting.
Yes, it truly is special.
When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here.
Oh, you're not from around here, huh?
Bit.
Oh. That's wonderful.
My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Yes? That's a good thing, right? Oh!
You all right, my friend? You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest?
You!
After all you've done, I say you've earned it.
You put catnip in my cup! Oh!
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
So, like, no one else at the bar, like, noticed?
This was never your fight.
What do you mean? I'm the Azure Dragoon. It was always my fight.
My son. They told me he walks in Hallone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Such is the reality of war.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
This is why they're fighting you still.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
As it should be.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Are you sure about that? Oh man. I had way too much to drink.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Oh, well. Is it Crisis 2? Because I never got around to playing that.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians.
The Dravarnians?
They promise is but a prelude to slaughter.
Ooh, Prelude to Slaughter. I listened to that.
Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Oh, Lord.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, no.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
You know, shoot her again. Oh. He did.
What have you done?
What you asked him to do.
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
Yeah. Oh, Manny.
I gave no such order! I did not! I never meant for anyone to...
Uh-huh. I mean, you can't look over at a guy with a bow and say, hey, stop that woman, and not think he's gonna shoot her. Like, you just can't. That's the problem with nobility. Alrighty. Alright. Where the heck is we? I don't even know what I'm talking about. The words are just kind of like spewing forth from my mouth hole. Clicky. Click it. There we are. Alrighty. Alright. Hey, Thancred. What's up, bud? Okay. Speak with Lucia. Lucia is over this way. Whoops. Sorry. I was like looking at a different window and I clicked back into this one. I skipped a line. Apologies. There'll be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know? According to the initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Madeleine ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives. For the time being, at least. The Chirurgeons are doing what they can for her. But she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spend as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them as well, then? I see. Sir Emmerich placed his trust in me. It would be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convicted them before, and we will do so again. If we can but find the means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy, too, shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Emmerich's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Lux, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Madeleine. You're going with him. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him in a long time. I could have sworn he was here. Oh boy. Now all of a sudden the story hinges on this guy whose name I just absolutely do not want to read out loud. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having weird names I have no idea how to pronounce. Appreciate it. Where? Aha. All right, little guy. On the Roy? Maybe? We're gonna go with Honoroi.
Onawa!
Oh, there we go. Onawa.
No, no. What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord.
Actually do.
I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Does he? Okay, the physics of that motion does not make any sense.
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujin without delay.
How the frick do you know that? He could be bleeding internally. You have no idea.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces?
Uh-huh. Seems to be...
Want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces!
It falls to
Tell me,
pieces.
What was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Not order her shot. Could you imagine if I just decked him? That'd be so good.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
How dare you? You want some consequences?
And what do you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Yes! You know what?
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it.
Hey man, he can't hear you. He's unconscious. I like how Thagrid's like, hey, calm down. We're fine, man. And then like 2 seconds later, he just freaking clocks him. I want to see the cutscene again sometime in the future, but with a Lalafell wall. That would be really funny. Speaking of funny, watch me just walk away from these guys. They're fine. Honoroi is definitely bleeding internally, but like, he's fine. Choices! Something this game does not have because it's an MMO and therefore it would be difficult if it had actual choices. A branching MMO would just not work. They try to do choices in like SWTOR or SWTOR? Yeah, SWTOR. But the only way to make it work is to make it so that no one is living in the same world. So, yeah. I think it's pretty fun though. I played a good bit of it. Ooh. Let me get lined up here. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you? Striped you? Outstripped. It outstripped me. Okay. Lux. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumor. Oh, sorry. Wrong man. 'Tis rumored that my youngest's lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? He said stop her, and the guy he told had to stop her had a bow, so he shot her, and yeah. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of the misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war with the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away, is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we naught to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmont, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniable righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection. But lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No, the truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies. A united Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, 'tis true. But if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be perceived as triumph. Very well. You may count on my support, for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Amenalain take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Lux, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Oh, BKB. We've come this far, have we not? Alright. It's tradition to make sure you stand on tables when talking to people at MMOs. I've been doing it since the early 2000s. Which, to be fair, I didn't get into MMOs until, like, you know, Final Fantasy XI, World of Warcraft. Those sort of games. I never played any, like, what you call it? Is he the Forgotten Knight? No, he's over... EverQuest is what I was thinking of, and I never played it. Is he over at the broom? Are you down here? What are you doing down here, dude? Oh, I'm talking to Hilda, okay. Thought I'm going for a Menelane. Alright. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. He's over in the Crozier. But yeah, I never got into MMOs in the really early days, the 90s MMOs. Like, first of all, back then we were paying for internet by the minute, you know. And it wasn't did we pay per hour or did we? I think it was just the cost of the phone call, which still meant you were paying for the internet by the minute because you were paying for the call because we had dial-up back then. It was a long time until we got internet you could actually, like, you know, actually use. I carried Honoro to the manor. Our best Kyurgens are tending him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. Nursing that jaw of yours, huh? So, Father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. Oh, my beloved family. Always making my decisions for me. I can hit you, you know. No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the man you want to be. Whereas I am son of House Fortom. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander among the rubble, searching for a purpose, a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that. Take this duty. Guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it all, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Nero, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept my father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go and see Sir Emmerich, and I will make my own decision. And in several expansions, all of your character development will fly completely out the window. When he comes back in Endwalker, it's so... They just push the reset button on who he was, and it's kind of sad, honestly. Because this section, it hits, you know? But they just let it all go to waste. That's alright, we can pretend.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee. Proceed. How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength? For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them.
Yeah.
Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do.
Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emmanuel de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray.
Uh-oh.
An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
The Alphino? Tataru?
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause.
Y'shtola?
Who was shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend.
Just a friend, though.
I would rather have fighting by my side.
I actually had to fight for
I ask this in
Limsa.
full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more time.
One more time. Oh, what the heck?
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
I don't know if we could have another, like, era coming up here. I don't know. The 7th astral era is, like, as far as we need to go. We really don't need to go to the 8th. If you know, you know. Does this look cool? I hate that this puts you in freaking underwear every time. Not my favorite. Not gonna lie. Oh, we kind of gotta, like, go this way. All right. A spectacle for the ages. I would assume this is also a spectacle that's would be considered all ages. Because everybody should be able to just go to this. Like, it shouldn't be any... Wait. Oh, well, no, the bridge is over here. The bridge is over here. That's right. I remember. I remember. This gatekeep should let us go where we want to go. The Gates of Judgment. I was gonna make a magic joke, but I really don't remember much about... Was it Onslaught block that had Judgment and Torment? I started playing in Mirrodin, so I have no idea. 8th edition was the first cards I ever bought. I bought an 8th edition life gain deck. It was bad. I think it had like Sarah Angel as a top end. Because of course it did. Maybe it wasn't Sarah Angel, maybe it was something similar. I look pretty sick, dude. I don't remember putting these clothes on, but I think it's cool that they put me in this gear. Give me the uniform. My stance is awful, by the way.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
I need to go to the chiropractor. Well, the Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which the allied company of Ul'dah, Gridania, and Leminson forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. Everybody shinks. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. First company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points will be deemed the victor. So we just gotta knock out a bunch of people. During the Grand Melee, officers may mark certain combatants with Fury's gaze, which will be indicated by this ethereal tether linking them to the company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 point. This will get you 10 points. Okay. So definitely focus them. More combatants are also possess enhanced abilities, making them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Sure. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory. Okay.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Everybody nod. Hey, he's mostly armless. The fact that Morrowweb isn't out there is kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
All right. Bring it, Raubon. All right, any tethers? Also, are there healers? Oh, you need a fish. That's a joke that, like, no one has a hope of getting. Oh, this guy. Oh, that guy. So I'm just gonna run around hitting all the people with worth 10 points. All right, over there. This will be over rather quickly. We're off to a massive lead. There he goes. Let me, okay. They appear to be routed. Oh, they're all focusing our... Okay. Oh, why was this? Okay. Use the ability. There we go. We might be able to save this guy. I did get to it like super late. Okay. Nope. This guy. Oh, there's more points on the board. I'm gonna kill this guy, then I'll go over there. No, this guy's another arm. I was like, wait, is this Raban? No, he's clearly got two hands. We could still finish this guy. We're moving on to the next big money target. Oh, they boosted. Oh, it's finally time. It's finally time. I can't fight him. Oh. Aw, I wanted to... Cyclops! Everyone, on your guard! All forces, fall back. Really? If you one-shot this thing, I will never forgive you. You will never be forgiven. How dare you? Why is this here? Continue with the melee. I will deal with him. Why? This sequence does nothing. We interrupt this battle to have Thancred show himself to be kind of cool and then leave. All right, whatever. Daft sod. You heard him then. Back to it. All forces, form a line on Lux, now. Nice. Perfect, dude. Perfect. Just standing here with a spear. Well met. I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Let's go, dude. Damn it all. All right. Okay. Can at least spend my true north on this. Oh, nails. Oh, okay. I might have actually had time to just straight up kill him. Now that I'm looking at this. But always better to break the nails. Weird thing to say when you take that out of context. Raban went down kind of fast, but then again, we were both boosted, so I don't know. Maybe it's a multiplier thing.
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors.
That's my title. Everyone's calling me. They're like, hey, that guy, warrior of warriors. Never anything else. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
Not bad. Not bad. I really do like this bit, honestly. Mandaline's a pain in the butt, but this did make him look really good, and it made sense. Like his whole arc, it was short, but it makes sense. So like, I'm happy for it. I just wish they wouldn't have pressed the reset button.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn.
It's pretty good.
On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
The fact that he refuses to look at her during this,
Ah, yes.
So good.
The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
What a cool, subtle, like, exchange, honestly. This is really good writing. In my book, anyway.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
I mean, it's true.
Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns.
Sure, man. Like your outfit?
Make that 24. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time.
We could get you real.
As Minfilia would have done.
I mean, as anyone would do with their pants. Okie doke. Man, I love the Ishgard music. It's so good. Choirs and stuff, I love it. I don't think that has to do with kind of growing up Catholic, but maybe it does. I don't know. Spectacle for the ages. Also, I gotta say, I looked darn good in that Ishgardian armor. Looked pretty good. I assume you can find. Oh, we got it. We got it, right? Yes. Hang on. I have been wanting this emote. Wait, do we have to? Can we type? Nope. Okay. So, oh, is it because it's... There we go. Got our victory pose. I love it. I can finally make some decent Some decent portraits. Getting that V pose. See you, Hilda. Call me.
My lord!
Not question marks.
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it. Which I
Yikes.
have been told some women may find appealing.
Yeah.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
His hair is so bright.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, when I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emmanuel, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He'll be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
Okay.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
Yikes, man. It's hard to not see that as being like really forward and like think that he's more interested in maybe than he may be. All right, let me check how much more we got. I do want to like kind of keep this to patch to patch to patch so that we can keep things nice and organized. Yeah, okay. Cool. We're getting toward the end. We're on the penultimate quest of the patch. Then we'll have to pick this up again sometime soon. 3.3, I'm very excited because then I get to the Dynam access and I can level all my crafters. That'll be fun. it's time for just do it. Everybody's here. Maybe I shouldn't be wearing this armor. I love Kryl, man. Kryl's so cute. They do such a good job of leveraging their Lalafell characters.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
He seems distracted. Oh.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
You... Really?
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Seriously. Also, dude, Emmerich, marry her. She freaking loves you. You idiot.
Look!
Why are they surprised?
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood
Milton.
which they yearn to see restored.
I've never read that book. Maybe I'll do that.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration. And they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought.
No one can hear you. Can we get Emmerich a microphone here?
Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we the living can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live.
Yes.
So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Aww.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Let's hope it wasn't defaced. I actually don't remember. Please let this be fine. It's not gonna be fine. Is it? Wow, she's like, hot dang. Yeah, it's nice, yeah. Oh, is it Shiva and Hraesvelgar?
Father and his beloved,
Yeah.
as they were so long ago, happy and at peace.
And then he ate her.
The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
As long as you don't eat us. Oh dear. It's a Stinian. It's a Stinhog. He still hasn't cleaned his armor. Oh.
Your bow!
Bro. You're gonna miss, like... Or he's just Darth Vader. Yeah, okay. I thought he'd just jump out of the way, but... That's perfectly normal. You know?
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thornton? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you. The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. To the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge.
The revenge of the Horde?
7 hells.
Okay. Oh. Hi, man. That long pan up from the tail is weird. So... Is Vidofnir dead?
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Yeah.
Death
I mean...
to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Oh boy! What'd he say? Did he whisper death to Nidhogg? Was that what that was? Oh, hi, Alex. Hi. Okay. There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that what you had seen in Azizar was an illusion, or perhaps. But he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Emmerich. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not fatal, well, not mortal. Or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Anix's time, or Anix's shrine, to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope her recovery is swift. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation, not only to the children of Thordan, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us, stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Astinian. Wait, is this? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I'm used to the final one being the actual name of the patch, but this is the last quest of the storyline, and then we'll go on to the next one next stream. Good old Camp Dragonhead. I hope that's actually loud enough to pick up on the PNG tuber stuff. It'd be so funny if I just started, like, you saw my mouth open and like actual cat meows came out. It'd be so funny. Hi.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected.
You're forgiven.
You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it.
Yeah.
I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore.
You're not even really a man. You know, really.
I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was.
Oh my gosh, this kid's almost as old as my nephew, or a little bit older than my nephew.
I do not
Oh,
want
that's
to
crazy.
be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him.
Heck yeah, dude.
When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emmerich and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emmerich is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may
Let's
struggle,
go.
We may fail, but we must try.
You know it. For the power of hot cocoa, we will save Estinian. Good times. To aid those in need.
Lord Orchefon would be proud. I knew you would understand. Together, we will surely find a way.
Oh boy. You're such a little cat. Don't ask me how we're gonna do it, but by golly, we're gonna save Estinian. And then we're gonna have to throw those eyes off a bridge, and nothing bad will ever happen because of that. Yet again, we walk on all too familiar path. I am reminded of when we first came to this manor. Woo, still got a little bit of congestion, as you might be able to tell. Lost and uncertain, we were gathered succor. We were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say the Scions don't repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalimo? Or if we gave up on hope for bringing Minfilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of the star, of the rift between Zodiac and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascian's aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. Oh, that's very true. Very true. In any event, I think it's time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy into triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. You gotta keep reminding yourself that he's 16 years old. And an elf, but, you know. Gives me battle stance! Yes, perfect! I love it. Ooh. A little bit of cutscene.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis.
Yeah, but you're Charlian.
What it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still. To the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Oh. Ardbert. Such a bad hero name.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
From the Memoirs of Conforto. Nice. I dig it. Caution, Ida. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until you know war. Hmm. Ooh. Spooky mask. What's it mean? Okay. Well. There you have it. That's the thing. Oh, thank you guys so much for hanging out, enjoying 3.2 Gears of Change. This has been a pretty good stream. Yeah. Right, again, just one last time. Let me know, what do you think of the PNG Tuber? Do you like it? Would you prefer me to go back to Facecam? Or is this something you guys enjoy? If it is, let me know. If not, let me know. And we'll see you next time for 3.3 Revenge of the Horde.